Hello, in continuation with combination and permutations, today we are discussing about the combinations. Combination is denoted by C. Okay. So when I use the term NCR, what does it mean? The meaning is R objects are to be selected from N objects. Okay. Only selection is there. There's no rearrangement. Only selection. So NCR, what does it mean? Simply R object selected from N. R object selected from N. So what does it mean? But before going there, first let me tell you about the permutation. NPR, what does it mean? The meaning is R objects are to be selected first out of N objects and then rearranged. Okay. So that way we can write here NPR is equal to first is R objects to be selected from N. So that means NCR and then rearranged by how many ways? Total number of R ways. So multiplied by factorial R, isn't it? So this is the procedure. So what does it mean NCR? The meaning of NCR is, what is this NCR? This is combination. Okay. So that means NCR is equal to NPR upon factorial R. Okay. So that is the meaning of combination NCR. So NCR is equal to NPR upon factorial R. So NCR is equal to, may I write here, NPR upon factorial R. R, there is a relation. NPR is equal to factorial R multiplied by NCR. Okay. So we should remember this relation between permutation and combination. Permutation in which only selection is there, selection of particular objects from given objects. This is a selection only, combination. But when we are talking about the permutation, that means after selecting we are going to arrange in different orders. Okay. And number of ways of arranging, you know that factorial R. If repetition is not allowed. If repetition is allowed, that means n to the power n. Okay. So on the basis of that, we'll start this exercise. Next, we should remember one thing. NCR is equal to NPR upon factorial R. Okay. Our starting exercise, that is exercise number 7.4. Or just a minute, before starting, one more very important theorem which we have to discuss. Okay. This I have forgotten. One is this NCR. One theorem number 6 is given on your NCR. NCR plus NCR minus 1. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to N plus 1 CR. Prove that. It's a very important theorem for combination. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to N plus 1 CR. Okay. That means this is, if these objects are same, okay, and the selection is 1 R, second is R minus 1, that means less than 1, okay, and this process going on continuous. So direct result we can put whatever the here, it is N plus 1, and in this series the maximum term out of all these is to be written here. Okay. So it would be very useful. Let us see. Starting from LHS, NCR plus NCR minus 1. We'll use the formula. NCR, what does it mean? Factorial N upon factorial N minus R and factorial R. Okay. Plus, this is the formula of NCR, NPR upon factorial R. So NPR upon factorial R, NCR, factorial N upon factorial N minus R minus 1 and factorial R minus 1. Is it okay? That means factorial N upon factorial N minus R, factorial R plus factorial N upon, this is N minus R plus 1. What is it? N minus R plus 1 factorial R minus 1. Now look at here, factorial N is same on the numerator. Now denominator, this is N minus R, This is n minus r plus 1. So if n minus r plus 1 I want to write in a different way, I can write n minus r plus 1 in multiplication multiplied by factorial n minus r. Okay, they will be matched. R can be written r into factorial r minus 1. Okay, so this everything we are doing because we can take common n minus r. It is r multiplied by factorial r minus 1 plus factorial n upon n minus r plus 1 factorial n minus r and factorial r minus 1. Okay. So now I'll take n and n minus r minus 1 common, factorial n upon factorial n minus r, factorial r minus 1 common, n minus r minus 1 common, 1 upon r plus 1 upon what is left here, n minus r plus 1. Is that okay? These three terms, n, one is n minus r factorial, r minus 1 common, n minus r minus 1, 1 minus n minus r plus 1 is here, and 1 upon r is here. Factorial n upon factorial n minus r, factorial r minus 1, r n minus r plus 1, n minus r plus 1 plus r. Okay, r cancel. It is factorial n multiplied by n plus 1 upon n minus r, and it is n minus r plus 1. So I write here n minus r plus 1 and r minus 1 factorial multiplied by r, factorial r. And what is the expansion of which term? This is the expansion of n plus 1 c r. You can check factorial. This is one more step I can write here. Factorial n multiplied by n plus 1 factorial n plus 1 upon factorial n minus r plus 1 and factorial r. So n plus 1 factorial r. Okay, this can be expressed in the form of that n plus 1 minus r, n plus 1 minus r factorial r. Okay, so therefore hence LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, and we will remember this result also. So that is the result in which the number of objects are same and the selection procedure is one after another when we are selecting, okay, and descending one by one. Like first of all the selection of 10 objects, second 9 objects, 8 objects, okay, and if the process going on, then what is the result? Result can be written directly, whatever the objects are there plus 1 C, and whatever the maximum selection to be written in that. Okay. Exercise 7.4. Exercise 7.4. Question number 1. NC8 is equal to NC2. Find NC2. NC8 is equal to NC2. Question number 1. NC8 is equal to NC2. Find NC2. This is the question. NC8 is equal to NC2. We'll use the formula factorial n upon factorial n minus 8. Factorial 8 is equal to factorial n upon n minus 2 factorial 2. They are cancelled. Okay. And now what should be done? May I use the term as NC factorial n minus 8 factorial 8. And actually we are finding the value of NC2. Okay. So we'll cross multiply factorial n minus 2 into factorial 2 is equal to factorial n minus 8 into factorial 8. Okay. Now what should be done? Factorial n minus 2 into 2, factorial n minus 8 into 8. So if just we'll compare without factorial the term, then what could be the term here? It is 2n minus 4 is equal to 8n minus 64. So 2n minus 4 is equal to 8n minus 64. So 8n minus 2 is 6n is equal to, this result is coming, 6n is equal to 64 minus 460, n is equal to 10. Okay, so we'll get the value of n is equal to 10. So what's the result here? N is equal to 10. Because 10C8 is equal to 10C2, then what is this NC2? So in this case, what happened when we compare only the terms without factorial? So what is this? 2n minus 4 is equal to 8n minus 64. Therefore, 6n is equal to 60, n is equal to 10. Okay. Or simply we will use one formula here, NC8 factorial n upon n minus 8 and is equal to, n upon n minus 8 into factorial 8 is equal to n factorial n upon n minus 2 into factorial 2. Okay. So what is this? The value of n is equal to 10 when we write here. So you can verify both the terms are there. Factorial 10 upon factorial 2 into factorial 8. Factorial 10 is equal to factorial 8 into factorial 2. They are same. Okay. So find NC2. So that means we are going to find the value of 10C2. What is 10C2? Factorial 10 upon factorial 10 minus 2, 8 and factorial 2. So I write 10 minus 9 into factorial 8 upon factorial 8 into 2 into 1. Cancel. 2 5 ja. 9 5 ja 45. Okay. Got it? So that is the question number 1. Same as question number 2, determine NC3, 2NC3, ratio NC3 is equal to 12 ratio 1 and second. So second question, second part I am taking. 2NC3, ratio NC3 is equal to 11 ratio 1. Second question, second part. 2NC3 ratio NC, 2NC3 ratio NC3 is equal to 11 ratio 1. Find N. Question is find N. 2NC3. So when I write this, 2NC3 upon NC3 is equal to 11 upon 1. So this means factorial 2n upon 2n minus 3, factorial 3 upon factorial n upon n minus 3, factorial 3 is equal to 11 upon 1. Okay. First term will be multiplied by fourth term, factorial 2n multiplied by n minus 3 into 3 upon 2n minus 3 into factorial 3 into factorial n is equal to 11 upon 1. First term multiplied by fourth term upon second term multiplied by third term. Okay. Right. Factorial 3 cancel. It is factorial 2n, 2n minus 3. So 2n can be written 2n multiplied by 2n minus 1, 2n minus 2 and factorial 2n minus 3 upon, and 1 is factorial n minus 3 as it is, upon 2n minus 3, and this n can be written n minus 1, n minus 2, factorial n minus 3. Cancel. 2n minus 3 cancel, and the term is left. Here I can do one thing, 2n multiplied by 2n minus 1, and this can be taken 2 common. n minus 1 upon n minus 1 n minus 2 is equal to 11 upon 1. Okay. I see one n is cancelled, one n minus 1 is cancelled. So it is 2 2s are 4 into 2n minus 1 upon n minus 2 is equal to 11 upon 1. Okay. Cross multiply, 4 2s are 8n minus 4 is equal to 11n minus 22. 8n minus 11n minus 3n is equal to minus 22 plus 4 minus 18. So n is equal to 18 upon 3, that is 6. So therefore the value of n is equal to 6 when this ratio is equal to 11 ratio 1. Is it okay? Now we are starting words problem, application based questions. Question number 3. How many chords can be drawn through 21 points on a circle? How many chords can be drawn through 21 points on a circle? You can see this is the situation. Total how many points on it? Total 21 points. How many cards can be drawn? Because you know that card can be drawn by joining any 2 points on the circumference of circle. It's okay. So what does it mean? Total number of points is equal to 21. Okay. A chord is joined by any 2 points. It's okay. A chord is joined by any 2 points. Like you can join any 2 points. Any 2 can be joined and chord can be made. So total number of chords. Total number of chords is equal to 21 C2. Total number of chords 21 and one chord can be joined by 2 points, so 21 C2. That means the 2 points can be selected out of 21 because here arrangement is not required. Arrangement is not required in this way. For example, suppose A and B. So AB is treated as a one card. We cannot use that BA is the another card. AB or BA is the same as. That means permutation is not involved in it. Only combination is there. So see simple 21 C2 factorial 21 upon factorial 21 minus 2 and factorial 2. Direct formula NCR is equal to factorial n upon NCR. What does it mean? Factorial n upon n minus r factorial r. Okay, so that is 21 into 20 into factorial 19 upon 21 minus 2 factorial 19 into 2 into 1. It is cancelled, 2 10. So total number of cards 210. Okay, total 210 cards can be drawn through 21 points on the circle. This question can be understood by a different way. Also, suppose 21 persons are there and they want to shake hand with one another. So total how many shake hands possible? 21C2. Okay. Question number 4. In how many ways can a team of 3 boys or 3 girls can be selected from 5 boys and 4 girls? Number of boys 5. Number of girls 4. Number of boys 5. Number of girls 4. How many ways can a team of 3 boys and 3 girls be selected? team of 3 boys and 3 girls will be selected by how many ways? Because number of boys are 5, we are going to select 3 boys. So procedure 5C3 and multiply 4C 4C3 ways. Okay. For 5C3, what does it mean? Factorial 5 upon factorial 5 minus 3, factorial 2, factorial 3, factorial 4 upon 4 minus 3, factorial 1 and factorial 3. So that means it is 5 into factorial 4 upon factorial 2 into factorial 3, or may I use the term as 5 into 4 into factorial 3 multiplied by 4 into factorial 3 upon 1 into factorial 3. So this 3 cancel, it is cancel, 2 2s are 4. Okay. So 5 2s are 10, 10 4s are 40. So total how many ways? 40 ways to which we can select a team of 3 boys and 3 girls. Okay. Question number 5. Find the number of ways of selecting 9 balls from 6 red balls, 5 white balls and 4 blue balls if each selection consists of 3 balls of each color. 3 balls of each color. So it's a simple way. Find the number of ways of selecting 9 balls out of 6 red. So we'll write here 6C3 multiplied by 5C3 multiplied by 5C3. Total 9 balls. Okay. So that is for you. You can. Sixth question I am taking. Determine the number of 5 cards combination out of a deck of 52 cards if there is exactly one ace in each combination. Question number 6. A deck of 52 cards. Number of playing cards is equal to 52. Number of aces is equal to 4. Okay. Question is, if there is exactly one ace in each combination, determine the number of 5 cards combination. Combination of 5 cards. Combination of 5 cards in which exactly one is included. Exactly one is included. Combination of 5 cards, and out of 5 one ace is compulsory. Okay. So what should be done? Because total number of playing cards are 52. 52 minus 4 aces 48. So may I use the term as 48C 5 cards. 48C4. We have selected 4 cards out of 48 because out of these 4 cards there is no ace. All aces are removed. 48C4 multiplied by 4C1. So total selection 4 plus 1 5. Out of 48 plus 4 52. But condition is exactly one ace is included and remaining 4 cards are different cards. Okay. So that means factorial 48 upon 48 minus 4 factorial 44 into factorial 4 multiplied by factorial 4 upon 4 minus 1 factorial 3 into factorial 1. 48, 47, 46, 45, 44 upon factorial 44 into 4 multiplied by factorial 4 into factorial 3 and 1, that means it is 1. It is cancelled and answer is 48 into 47, 46, 45. Okay. Also let us multiply them. 48 into 47, 7 8 ja 56, 5, 7 4 ja 28, 5 33, 8 4 ja 32, 3, 4, 63, 19. 6, 5, 2, 2. 2, 2, 5, 6. Multiplied by 45 into 46. 6, 5 ja 30, 3, 4, 5 ja 20, 23. 6, 4 ja 22, 2, 4, 2 16, 2, 18. 0, 7, 10, 2, 0, 7, 0. Okay. And one thing upon factorial 6 which I have left. So 6 to ja 3 into 2 is also there. Better to calculate first. 1, 0, 2, 3 ja 6, 3, 5, 3, 3 ja 9, 3, 4 ja 12, 3, 5 ja 15. Okay. So 2, 2, 5, 6 multiplied by 345. Multiplied by 345. 6, 5 ja 30, 3, 5, 5 ja 25, 3, 28, 2, 5, 2 ja 10, 2, 12, 1, 5, 2 ja 10, 1, 11. 6, 4 ja 24, 2, 5, 4 ja 20, 22, 2, 4, 2 ja 8, 2, 10, 1, and 4, 2 ja 8, 1, 9. 6, 3 ja 18, 1, 5, 3 ja 15, 1, 16, 1, 6, 1, 7, and it is 6. 0, 12, 10, 12, 13, 1, 7, 8, 8, 9, 17, and 7. 7, 7, 8, 3, 2, 0. 7, 7, 8, 3, 2, 0. Total combination of 5 cards 77, 7,78,320, when exactly one ace is included. Hope you have understood it. Now I want to take next question, number 7. 7 question of it. In how many ways can one select a team of 11 from 17 players in which only 5 players can bowl? 5 players can bowl if each cricket team of 11 must include exactly 4 bowlers. Exactly 4 bowlers. Okay. In how many ways one can select a cricket team 11 from 17 players? Number of players is equal to 70. Team is selected. A team is selected of 11 players. Okay. That is one. Players in which only 5 players can bowl. Okay. 5 players can bowl. And in each cricket team, 11 must be included exactly 4 bowlers. 5 players can bowl. 5 players can bowl. Okay. Okay. 11 must included exactly 4 bowlers are there. Exactly 4 bowlers. Okay. So total number of ways of selecting a team. Condition is exactly, clearly it is mentioned that exactly 4 bowlers. Total 5 out of 17. How many bowlers? 5 players can bowl. Is a condition. In how many ways can select a cricket team of the 11-17 players in which only 5 players can bowl? Okay. Out of 17, only 5 players can bowl. So when I use the term 5C4, because condition is 4 must include exactly 4 bowlers. So 5C4, now we have selected 4 bowlers. How many players left in a team of 11? 11 minus 4, 11 minus 4, 7. Okay. And out of 5 bowlers, 17 minus 5, 12. So 12 players are here. It's okay. What is this? Because 5 players can bowl, so we are going to select exactly 4 bowlers, 5C4. In a team of 11 players, 4 already we have selected. How many left now? 11 minus 4, 7. So these 7 will be selected from the players, those who are not bowlers. So those who are not bowlers, 17 minus 5, 12. 12 are not bowlers. Okay. So factorial 5 upon factorial 5 minus 4, factorial 1, factorial 4 into factorial 12 upon factorial 12 minus 7, 5 and factorial 7. 5 into factorial 4 upon factorial 4, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 factorial 7 upon factorial 7 and 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Factorial 4 cancel, factorial 7 cancel, 5 cancel, 4 3s are 12, 2 4s are 8. Okay, so the left term is 11 9s are 99 or 9. Okay, 11 9s are 99, 99 multiplied by 4. So 99 4s are 4 at 396, 396 with 1 0. Okay, 396 with 1 0. Now coming to question number 8. A bag contains 5 black and 6 red balls. Determine the number of ways in which 2 black and 3 red balls can be selected. Okay. Simple question. A bag contains 5 black and 6 red balls. Number of black balls. Number of red balls. 6. Okay. 5 black and 6 red balls. Total number of balls in a bag is equal to 11. Okay. Question is, in how many ways 2 black and 3 red balls can be selected? Number of ways of selecting 2 red and number of ways of selecting two black and 3 red. 2 black and 3 red balls. Red balls. Why? 2 black. Total number of black balls 5. 5C2. Total number of red balls selected 3 out of 6. 6C3. Okay. Factorial 5 upon factorial 5 minus 2 factorial 3 factorial 2 factorial 6 upon 6 minus 3 factorial 3 into factorial 3. So 5 into 4 into factorial 3 upon factorial 3 into 2 into 6 into 5 into 4 into factorial 3 upon factorial 3 into factorial 3. So 1 factorial 3 cancel, second factorial 3 cancel. Result is 5 4 are 20 upon 2, that is 10, multiplied by 3 2 just 6. Factorial 3 will be cancelled by 6, 5 4 are 20. Okay, 200. So by total 200 ways. Okay, clear? And one last question of this exercise. Question number 9. In how many ways can a student choose a program of 5 courses if 9 courses are available and 2 specific courses are compulsory for every student? Okay. In how many ways can a student choose a program of 5 courses if 9 courses are available and 2 specific courses are compulsory? Okay. Total number of courses are 9. Okay. And a student can select 5 courses, but 2 are compulsory. Okay. So 2 courses are compulsory. So that means because 2 courses are compulsory for each student. For each student. Okay. Therefore, 2 are compulsory. So definitely 2 will be selected out of 9. So now the remaining is 7. So number of ways of selecting 5 courses, but 2 are compulsory by 2 are compulsory. What is between 9 minus 2? 7. C 5 minus 2, 3. Factorial 7 upon factorial 7 minus 3, 4 into factorial 3. 7 into 6 into 5 into factorial 4 upon factorial 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. 4 cancel, 3 2 is 6, 7 5 is 35. Question is clear because out of 9, 2 courses are compulsory, so just 2 courses are removed from it because they are already selected. Now remaining 7 courses, and out of the 7 courses, 2 already selected. How many left? 3 courses left. 7C, 3 ways. Okay. So that's all. This is exercise 7.4. I hope you have understood. Thanks for watching.